Here with Ryan Hall, who just became the first man to ever submit the great BJ Penn inside the octagon, finishing with a heel hook in the first round. Ryan, describe your emotions coming off of a historic win like that.
It's a little bit bittersweet, honestly. I was very excited to face a legend like BJ, but he's someone that I look up to and someone that I greatly respect. So obviously I'm very happy to come out with a good result. But you also, having been on the other side personally, you always feel for that as well. But I'm very happy for the challenge that BJ is and was, and I just feel fortunate to have gotten the opportunity to say that I stepped into the ring against someone like him.
I feel like a lot of people know your story. We hadn't seen you for 2 years, and the reason we hadn't, well, I'll let you articulate the reason. Why haven't we seen you in the last 2 years?
I come and go like the wind, so it's every now and then it's pretty tough to get people into the ring. I have a little bit of a different approach to the MMA game than most people, so maybe it's perceived as a high risk, low reward sort of thing. But I'm hoping that after a decent performance against a guy like BJ, maybe people will feel that it's a high risk, high reward or moderate reward or something like that, but different than what it was, because it's been a little bit frustrating, but I'm very happy to be back.
Well, I do want to get your opinion on that, because I watched that fight and I think to myself, man, it's not going to get any easier for Ryan Hall to get opponents, because it's just you bring something so unique to the table. Do you think that's a problem that's always going to linger with you?
Well, I mean, like, I twitch a lot and they're probably afraid to touch me because it might infect them, and I understand that. That's a legitimate concern. So whether or not people are able to get over that, it remains to be seen, but I guess we'll find out. I'm hoping that, I'm here to face the biggest challenges that I can, and I believe in myself, but most importantly, I believe in the value of facing difficult opposition. I hope to find some like-minded people. There's some pretty tough individuals out there in the UFC, and I'm hoping that we'll cross paths at some point.
How about the fans? Because, as you know, a lot of people didn't like that fight that you had with Gray Maynard 2 years ago. Do you think they'll have a different opinion of this one?
I'll be honest. If I can't control what other people think, I felt pretty comfortable against with how that. Particularly the more that I looked at it over time, I was pretty happy. If you think of fighting as hit and don't get hit, which as someone that's on the inside, it's like being a soldier versus a general. Like when you're playing Risk and your guys die taking over Asia, it's not that big a deal. When you're the guys dying taking over Asia, it's not as cool. So personally, I hope that the fans would put themselves in the shoes of the athlete who, if you can make it through without taking a beating and without taking the damage to your head that again we are all now recognizing exists, obviously in combat sports and football and things like that. I hope that they'll appreciate it for that reason rather than the blood and guts I love as well, but long term maybe sometimes you might not be as happy that that was the go-to.
I know this isn't your decision to make, but because you were just in the ring with him, do you want to see BJ Penn continue to fight?
I am a massive fan of BJ Penn. If he wants to continue to fight, I believe he should be able to continue to fight. He easily could have won tonight. I'm not going to pretend like this would go this way every time. I hope if he doesn't fight, I hope he coaches. I hope he trains. I would love the opportunity to train with someone like him. He's someone that I've looked up to forever. It's tough as an athlete. When do I get to tell you as a man what to do with your life? It's a difficult thing, and it's a hard line to find. But I'm sure that he'll find it on his own, and I know that BJ Penn has a lot left. If he chooses to go that route.
Did you two exchange any words after the fight?
No, we shook hands, and I hope to express that my level of respect for him and his team. And beyond that, no, we haven't really said a whole lot.
Well, Ryan, I know this really isn't your personality, but there is a camera right here, and you know how this game works. If you want guys to accept challenges, sometimes you got to call them out. Is there anybody you would like to call out, you would like to fight next?
Honestly, no. It's not me. I can't change. For the better or for the worse. I'm just going to do what I do, and we'll see what happens.